Hey everyone, I just wanted to make this video stating how I felt Melty Blood was in this year of 2022. You know, all the tournament results that we got, all the tournaments we had online and offline were really good. The balance of the game felt really nice, and even all the characters that we got for free were great too. All you had to do was buy the game once, and all you got those characters that came out beforehand, and the future ones you get them for free. So that's part one of like how I think the state of the game is. There's constant developer, well, not constant, but like, you know, more than you would normally expect feedback for certain things for the game. Like, hey, we're trying to fix the connection. Hey, we know there are game breaking bugs. There was some earlier this year and some a few like a month or two ago, but those got patched like within a day. Then you got the patches we got for character balance, like slight character balance, but usually it was like almost everybody got buffed. I think everybody got buffed in every patch that we've had so far. Then there's also the uh, amount of tournaments that, you know, the multi-blood Lumina account was like retweeting, letting you know about in English and in Japanese, which is also really nice. But yeah, like Type Moon and French Bread, mostly French Bread, have been doing a really good job of making sure that they listen they listen to the community a fair amount to make sure there's not too much displeasure in terms of like knowledge about what's going on. Mm, Maybe, you know, you just say like, hey, I think this character, like they make a tweet and people say, hey, this character's broken, nerf this character. You know, it's, yeah, that's gonna happen on social media. This is gonna happen. But the next thing is the community being able to support a lot of the tournaments that we've had in the last couple of months. So January being Frosty Faustings was a pretty good turnout. Um, I believe Scrop won. Scrop got first, most of I got second. Then after Frosty's was, what was it? Texas Showdown? Yeah, Texas Showdown. Texas Showdown. Masoma won that one. Scrot wasn't there for that tournament. Then you had Combo Breaker. A lot of people were like, oh man, this is a pretty big tournament for Melty, which it was. Scrot won that tournament. Masoma got third. Lost to I think he lost to Scrot and he lost to George W. Burst. Then CEO was in June. Scrot won that one. Masoma did not attend that, but Scrot was still pretty dominant in that tournament. Then you had, I think that was it. There might have been like other tournaments here and there with random placings and other online events like the Panic Shield Anonymous series that was going on, I think since March. I forget when it started, but you know, there's a lot of net play tournaments thanks to, was it Start? It's not Start GG, it's something GG. I forget the name, but they were holding a lot of net play events over the course of the early part of the year. Then you have again the PSA series, and then you had Mashfest online. Mashfest was also an integral part of making sure a lot of people could play pretty frequently. Then you had Evo. Like in between all that, Evo was happening in August. So Evo was pretty big. Jing won Evo, but someone got second. Scrot got fourth, losing to. They got sent to losers earlier in bracket, but made it all the way out until they fought Kitty. Kitty made it. They got third. They played really well. That's where a lot of people saw Kitty as like a really strong player. They were really willing to show like how strong they are with Noel, how smart they were with system mechanics. So since then, Kitty was on a lot of people's radar, and they showed good promise for the end of the year when we found out that the qualifiers would be happening for the official United States Melty Blood tournament. There was a version of that just for United States, not North America. North America being Canada. Canada was not included, or Mexico, unfortunately. But maybe next time. But the three different qualifying regions was good because you got to see like the strength of all the regions, but then you saw people that you obviously knew who were already strong from each region. So Midwest being Lucy and Masoma, West Coast being Raiden and Akemi, and then East Coast being Scrot and Omniscythe. So that was like a good vision of what the finals would look like in December, which was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago almost. like 2 weeks ago. And, the finals happening there, Scrot winning in a pretty dominant fashion with a character I don't think anyone thought he would pick up, being Coma. And seeing as how I know a lot of people were like, oh man, Coma sucks, then you see Scrot pretty much beating up everybody in 3-0 or 3-1 fashion throughout the whole tournament. I don't think he lost more than one game versus anybody else. With a character like Coma that people thought was really whack, and then all of a sudden people's opinion about Coma changed, which really meant that with some more with more exploring, that you could see characters still needed to be developed throughout matchups and their toolkits. Because obviously you look at a character and you're like, oh, can this character fight the top tier? If the answer is yes or no, a lot of people just kind of write them off. But the game balance for this is pretty good, so I'm really surprised that it feels so nice to play this game without being overwhelmed by a set of characters and being like, why bother playing, right? That hasn't happened in this game yet, I feel, but other people will say different things, but that's to your the viewer at home watching. This is to your benefit, saying if you like the game, play it. The game is currently on sale. All the DLC is free. All you have to do is buy the game once, you get all the DLC. There's a lot of resources on Twitter, in Discords, on YouTube, on Twitch as well. There's a lot of people who stream the game. They'll give you advice. They're pretty friendly. So yeah, I think with all that, Melty Blood coming into next year, 2023, should be pretty good because we have a lot of events coming up. I believe the first event is in February, which should be Frosty Faustings. Then there's Slashback in NorCal, but I think before Slashback there is Crossover Arc in New York. Yeah, so that'll be a good place for like East Coast Melty players to show up, like for Crossover Arc, and then West Coast can go to Slashback because it's closer to them. Then you have everyone's favorite Evo Japan right after, at the end of the month of March. So Evo Japan will be a good site to see how the Japanese player base is in a setting similar to Evo, but for just them. Like maybe we'll get more of the stronger net play warriors out there to show up and play. That'd be really nice. Then we got Texas Showdown, which got Melty. It got Type Lumina added like a week and a half ago due to not Twitter outrage, but people memeing like, oh, why are there so many Street Fighters, but Melty's right there and Uni's right there. So now you Melty and Uni motherfuckers better show up. Anyway, then after that we have Combo Breaker, pretty much everyone's favorite tournament at this time of year. Everyone shows up to this. It'll be a strong showing of the best talent from across North America. It'll be a good tournament to go to. Then you have CEO. CEO should hopefully still show Type Lumina as a main game. Then you have Evo at not the end of the year, it's like the end of summer in August. And hopefully Melty is going to be a main game at Evo again. Hopefully we get even more people to show up, stronger competition, and maybe we will get like more characters at then too. Because I think that's what happened this year. After Evo we got MASH and we got Neko Arc, if I'm not mistaken. Like a week after Evo. Because they announced it, they showed it, and we're like, oh wow, Neko Arc. Mashu. So we'll see how the rest of the year plays out afterwards, but yeah, I'm expecting we'll get more characters. Maybe the balance somewhere in the middle of this year, maybe after Evo Japan, will be a little bit more stricter in terms of limiting character strength. Like maybe they'll say, okay, this feels too strong, let's reduce how strong this feels. Or they could just say, screw it, everybody feels strong, you need to figure out how to play the game. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, game's in a good place, pretty good place. It's probably one of the better fighting games to play that's out because it has rollback netcode, has a lot of resources out there. It's on Steam, PS4, PS5, Xbox One. It's on your Switch now. So, there's a plethora of devices to play Melty Blood on. No memes. But even after that, I would still say like the game's on sale right now until January 14th. I think there's an exact date. I'll look up somewhere. I'll hopefully put it on the screen for you. But yeah, if you have in the past, if you thought, hey, I wanted to play Type Lumina, but you didn't have good direction, I would say give it a shot, especially within the next week or two of this video. It should still be on sale on Steam. But otherwise, give it, give it a try, because a lot of people have opinions about fighting games nowadays and how balance should be and how it should feel. So I would say this version of Melty Blood feels pretty similar to current code in terms of like speed, mechanics, character diversity, character strength. Although current code has its character strength, and current code's kind of varies, but not as much in versus Type Lumina. But yeah, I'd say that's about it. Hopefully in the year coming 2023, we get even more Melty Blood news and we get more people playing. So to everyone at home watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for, supporting me with my, long drawn out videos. And I hope, yeah, 2023 should be pretty good. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later. Take it easy. Peace. Bye.